Keep It or Change Cars, the motoring podcast with news, views, and interviews.
They say if you're standing still, you're going backwards, and I truly believe that. We all know the term classics. What is a classic? It's from
an old car, essentially, from the 90s, 80s, 70s.
So the year is 2025, and the year 2030, 35, 40 is coming. So we're going to have future classics. A huge thank you to an individual, Jason De Silva, who follows the podcast. And we will never, ever claim to be the owner of an idea. Somebody shares an idea with us, Nikki. Who owns the idea?
The person who shared it.
So Jason, a big thank you for writing in. And then I had the pleasure of speaking to you. Jason said we must discuss future classics. Okay. The best way to discuss future classics is starting at A. So what we're going to do in each show is we're going to talk about 3 brands. Today we're talking about Alfa Romeo, Audi and
BMW.
I love Alfa Romeo, I love Audi, I love BMW. I'm so easy to please. So the theme of the show is going to be, we're going to name 3 of each that we think is a classic, and then we're going to ask you, you agree with us, you totally disagree with us, and go one step further. What do we want the audience to do?
Name their classics.
So every week we're going to say, we named the following 3 Alfa Romeos, and you named 3 more. And we're going to say, oh my word, didn't even think about it. But what is the whole point of it? To get the audience engaged.
Yeah, 100%.
Should we start with B or should we start with A?
With A first.
Alfa Romeo. When one thinks of modern Alfa Romeos, I like them very, very much. But I had a chat to somebody who imports the Alfas, and they said a modern Alfa Romeo owner has got nothing to do with the 70s and 80s and the 90s Alfa. If I say to you, again, I don't think Alfa is a brand you love.
Yeah.
What is 3 Alfas that you would go for? Or 1 Alfa. Not going to put you on the spot.
The Alfa Quadrifoglio.
Quadrifoglio? Which one is that?
The one that competes with the M3. You see, I'm not even getting the name correctly.
Nikki's in 2026 already. That's like a 2020 car.
Yeah, it competes with the M3. That's the only car it gets. It competes with the M3. It's the Alfa.
So it's got the 2.9 V6,
yes.
Ferrari-inspired engine. I may be wrong, but I think it's 375 kilowatts.
Yes.
And if you've driven one of those, it doesn't feel like 375 kilowatts.
Much faster.
Correct.
I have driven one. I've driven that and the SUV variant of it.
So now some cars start out life difficult. There's no question, that is a future classic.
Yeah.
For me, it's the Alfa 4C. Do you know the Alfa 4C?
Yeah, I think it's the 2-door small one, right?
2-door small one.
Yeah.
When it came to South Africa, roughly 2012, 2013, you can find out about this. Alfa Romeo imported however many it was. They literally could not give it away. As in, could not give it away. So they discounted it, silly prices today. Go on to Auto Trader, go on to Change Cars, go on to Car Find, go on to cars.co.za. How many Alfa 4Cs will you find?
0.
Exactly, double 0. You cannot get your hands on one. So there's no question that's a future classic. One more? So let's go back to the 1980s.
Okay.
Remember, these are already classics.
Yeah, already classic.
The Alfa GTV, the 3-litre, the 2.5. Those cars are selling today for in excess of $1 million, and in some cases in excess of $2 million. What else is coming to mind for me?
No idea.
2007 Alfa Brera. Have you heard that term?
No.
So now the Brera was, in my opinion, not the epitome of the best looking Alfa, but 3-litre and 3.2-litre V6 engine, and that is the heart of an Alfa. So there's no question that is a future classic. But as we said, we want to hear from you, whether you agree, disagree, or what have we missed.
Need advice? Visit changecars.co.za and click on the Keep It or Change Cars tab.
So now moving on to Audi. I've often said the 70s and the 80s were an incredible time for BMW, an incredible time for Mercedes, definitely not an incredible time for Audi. But the 2000s, the 2010s and the 2020s, tell me how many Audis are there that are appealing for you?
A lot. There's going to be a lot of future classics.
So now here we can go RS3, RS4, 5, 6, 7, you name it. But which is the first one I'm going with? For me, I love this car so much. I like the second version as well, but I think they went backwards with the second version.
R8.
Okay, R8 was going to be my second choice. You said R8. So if you take the original R8 2007, that's when it came out, 4.2 litre V8, auto with the Artronic gearbox and the manual with a gated gearbox. Today, what do you think you're picking up a 2007, 2008 for with 50, 60, 70,000 kilos?
Million?
A lot less.
Oh,
In the
less.
V8,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
In the V8, around 650 to 700,000. In 5 years' time, we'll look back at this episode and say, a short 5 years ago, Mike was saying you could find these for 650, 700,000. Put my neck on a block. Double that. You will not find an R8 original in excellent condition for under 1.5, maybe 1.3, 1.4 million. Can I tell you what my choice was?
What's your choice?
The year is 2001. I'm going to give you a clue. 2-door. You get it in a convertible, or I don't think they called it a Spider in 2001. I think they called it a convertible.
Okay.
Convertible and hardtop. What am I talking about?
TT maybe?
Absolutely. The original 2001 Audi TT.
Okay.
That looked like a car that should have been in every James Bond movie automatically. The seats inside, just love that car. Do you know what engine it had?
No idea. Probably 2 liter.
1.8 litre turbo. Remember, at that time, I
Yeah,
think
yes.
Audi had a lot of vehicles with a 1.8 litre turbo. Again, I may be wrong. So remember, if we get the figures wrong, it's not because we thumb-sucking it. 110 kilowatt, what would it have been?
Probably somewhere around there.
What are you picking that car up for today?
Half a million.
Way, way less, Nicky. Late hundreds,
Oh,
180,
okay.
190. An immaculate, ultra-low mileage one you'll see on the website around the 240, 250. That is incredible value. In fact, I'm going to take the opportunity. If you have an ultra-low mileage, Audi TT, one owner, unmolested, coupe or convertible, he wants it, I'm buying it.
Need advice? Visit changecars.co.za and click on the Ask Mikey tab.
When it comes to the alphabet, I said you want to start with A or B. Nikki did the right thing. We started with A, but be honest, you wanted to start with B.
Yeah.
We've always said it, your absolute favorite brand, past, present, and future.
BMW.
Now, I said about Audi, there'll be many, many future classics. BMW. Forget about the E30, which is already, we know.
Yeah.
What future classics are there from BMW? Because there are truly so many.
There's a lot. All of the M3s. All of the M3s, the E90, M3, E92, M3, F80, M3, F82, M4. That's definitely future classics.
So without a shadow of doubt, the M3 had to be mentioned, and that was my first choice. But my first choice was the E46 M3.
Yeah.
So the years roughly, and again, I think it was 93 or 94, I was privileged enough to buy a BMW 325i,
Okay.
141 kilowatts. You're going to see me stop smiling. You are a young man, you've got a BMW 325i, you are the mania. 4-door car, manual, 141 kilowatts, VW Golf VR6, forget it, we'll whip you. What do BMW introduce? The 3.2 litre M3, I think it had 210 kilowatts. You went from a car that I thought was viciously quick to a car that was a racing car. E46 today, not a hell of a lot of them around that are absolutely immaculate. What would you imagine that's worth, roughly? Because I did a little bit of checking.
400, 500,000.
Easy. So ones that are in average condition, 400 to 500. Ones that are exceptional,
Close to a million.
correct. What's more valuable in your opinion, 2-door or 4-door?
What's more valuable? 2-door.
So now again, I would have said 2-door. It might well be 4-door. Here's a perfect opportunity. Is it the 2-door? Is it the 4-door? However, if you have one around the 200,000 Rand mark that you need to get rid of, we'll share it. Now, let's go to a BMW that is not often spoken about. So when I say not often spoken about, 3 Series, every 3 Series, M3, 330, 328, 325, do you agree?
Yeah.
Spoken about. 5 Series, M5,
Yeah.
spoken about.
550.
Which is a BMW. It's not going to maybe a 7 Series, and you'll share with us which BMW is not often spoken about that I believe is going to be a future classic and the most incredible, standout, good-looking value for money car today.
6 Series.
640, 650.
650.
2011 is a year that it came out. The one that I'm talking about, the good-looking one.
2-door.
Not that Chris Bangor, yeah, 2-door.
Yeah.
Not the Chris Bangor one. What do you think they're going for today? Nice, low mileage, under 120,000 kilos.
Probably 200-300.
240, 250, 300. So when I ask the price and you give me a figure and I say there or thereabouts, remember, if you go onto any of the websites, there's variances.
Yeah.
It's all about the kilos, as long as the kilos are low. But you know what I learned? The 640,
Okay.
how many doors is it?
2.
Did you know that you get a 6 Series 4-door?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, I pride myself, I believe, as do we both, on learning. I got offered a 6 Series the other day, and the guy says the back seats haven't even been sat on. I said, well, I understand why, because there's no space in the back of that 2-door car. He says, Michael, mine is not a 2-door car, mine is a 4-door car. It literally did not hit me that you could have a 4-door 6 Series.
You could.
Incredible value. So we said at the top of the show that we're going to do 3 brands each week. We've covered A and B because there's 2 A's, Alfa Romeo and Audi.
Yeah.
What is C? Wait and see. However, Citroën comes to mind. Might be C and D, might just be C, D, E. You let us know. You think we've got a good concept here, Nikki?
100% we do.
It's all about engagement. The engagement comes from you. Let us know if there's anything else you'd like us to do. Jason De Silva, a big thank you. Your idea, we acknowledge it.
Keep it or change cars. We are the face and voice of motoring podcasts in South Africa.